We're here to talk all things post SummerSlam. Where do they go from here? How did the matches turn out? What are the rumblings in the backstage area? A lot of tag teams might be headed to WWE. Good thing they've really been paying attention to the tag team division lately. But, just put more people in it.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about. We got Lee Hardin with us this week. Hit that subscribe button. Spandex Standups. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
A lot of good wrestling lately.
Dude, it's been
enjoying it.
It's the renaissance of,
Yeah.
of wrestling. I didn't think I'd like it this much again. I mean, you keep track of it. Yeah.
I love the SummerSlam. Loved all the
good.
matches.
Remember when we were watching this years ago, just like, is this ever going to get better? And
It is.
sometimes you don't want, it's not good to get what you want, but we're getting what we want, and it's not bad.
We just recapped a couple episodes, 94 SummerSlam,
Oh, okay.
and just how far it's come.
94 SummerSlam, I believe that's Taker and Taker, right?
It was.
Okay.
And brother versus brother.
Yep. That's
Owen and Brett.
that was the first pay-per-view my dad bought for me
Oh.
when I was a kid.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
SummerSlam, it came full circle 30 years.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
Naked Gun.
Undercover.
You solved the case is closed.
That's awesome. You'll always remember that.
Oh,
'cause it's your
absolutely.
first one.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got so much to talk about, man. Raw was fantastic last night. SmackDown was great on Friday.
Yup.
Title changes, injuries, all these rumblings.
Oh, man.
So let's get into some news up top.
Cool. All right. Let's go.
Stephanie McMahon made a rare on-camera appearance at SummerSlam.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she just like enjoying her life? Or
think so.
Okay. She's like, Hunter, Paul,
I
you've
think
got
her
this.
dad ruined the business for her,
I could see that.
and all those all that mess that came to light there at the end. I think she's just like, you know what? I'm going to raise my kids.
Yeah. Let's just do this.
I don't think they're hurting for money anytime
No.
soon. So
No.
just go live your life. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You're
And
doing
she
well.
still loves the business, obviously.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can fake it, but it didn't look like she was faking the joy of being there.
No. Had her tight ponytail going. She's like, I'm not trying to impress.
I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm just
She
here.
shared a moment with CM Punk,
Yep.
so that's big because her and her husband.
Oh yeah,
didn't
had some
always like
issues.
CM Punk.
Did you know she had like a fitness DVD? I saw
for her.
I saw that at Walmart years ago.
That's awesome.
I think I went to buy some weights there.
Dude, if you
And-
can get a DVD and be in the clearance bin at Walmart for forever,
Yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
what? Sign me up. What
Yeah.
movie? I will sell out.
Yes.
Carrot Top will have nothing on me. I will.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Joe Tessitore is going to take over lead commentator on Raw. Michael Cole going to SmackDown.
They're splitting him and Pat McAfee.
Well, we don't know if McAfee's going to be around because College Game Day is about to start up.
Also
again.
true. He does take that season away.
I've heard both. I've
Okay.
seen reports that he plans to just roll with it
Man.
because it's Saturdays and that Raw's Monday. I've also
Okay.
seen that they're going to lose him.
Pat's just again. We enjoy him when we have him, and he goes away, and then it's fun to have him back again.
Well, that's going to be
So-
interesting. Is Corey going to be with Cole? Because Corey and Cole work pretty well.
Sure.
Or that's going to be SmackDown. Is Wade coming to Raw? I don't know if you put Wade with a brand new commentator.
No, I can tell Michael Cole feels rejuvenated with Pat.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I feel like Wade would be an awesome compliment to Mauro Ronaldo if they could ever.
Well, they say this Joe Tessitore guy does his research like Morrow.
Okay, I miss Mauro.
Yeah.
That was
This guy was a boxing commentator.
Okay.
So he's similar backgrounds to Morrow.
Okay.
So I'm sports commentators jumping over to wrestling usually don't work out. I'm holding
it's
out
rare
hope for this.
Yeah. So either way, hope Mauro's doing well.
Yeah.
I know he has some stuff that's not fun.
That's
so,
tough. Yeah, dude. I'm happy to see him doing anything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, I wish we saw more selfishly, but
Yeah, absolutely. And he would respond to you on Twitter. I know
Would,
that.
really?
Mauro,
That's awesome.
I would compliment. I would give shout outs, and it was seemed like a sweet guy.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You love to hear it. You know, you don't always hear it, but you love to hear it.
Don't meet your heroes, except Bobby Knight, basketball coach. Met him when I worked with Vanderbilt basketball, and he was as mean as I'd hoped he would
Okay,
be.
I was about to say, where do you go with this? Because his reputation, unfortunately, has been proven time and time
He
again.
gave me some candy. He was a nice guy.
I was like, where are we going? My idol growing up was Vince Carter, and I got to meet him, and he was as advertised. Fantastic.
Seemed like a classy guy.
Never heard anything bad about him. I hope it stays that way.
I knew he was a classy guy. I think it was All-Star Weekend. He went to graduate college. He hadn't walked yet for his graduation ceremony, so he did that. I think he was late to the All-Star game or something like that.
Yeah.
But either that or his mom threatened
Still the best dunker of all time.
that elbow into the hoop. Yeah.
My goodness. How you feel about the Lucha Brothers might come to WWE?
Okay.
Contracts expire and rumblings on the circuit is they're not re-signing. They're heading over.
Okay, I think that's going to add some excitement, and it'll be controlled excitement.
Yeah.
They're going to have some, I don't know if coaching is the right word, but...
Ray has got to be beat up. As many times as he went out in AEW, and I haven't even followed it, so I don't know if he's stayed hurt.
Yeah.
But when I was watching it, he'd come back for 1 or 2 matches, be hurt again.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, hopefully if they sign him, they're going to go, hey, you're not everything's a high spot.
A little bit. Yeah.
They'll repeat that one clip from AEW where his arm just basically fell off.
What about when his leg went the other way?
Yeah.
So he's had numerous.
It's like you don't have to do this all the time. Like
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm here for it.
And I think El Cerro Mero, if they do split him up and go singles, would be a great addition to the scene.
I like him. There were so many guys I like in AEW. Just I don't know. It's like seeing someone drive a nice car that should not be in that nice car.
But why are you ruining this?
I've always thought AEW is like it's like you got a Porsche and you use it for grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You don't take it out for a spin?
Yeah.
No,
just bubble wrap it. Well, I know you're pulling for FTR to come back.
I want that. I just fantasy booking for me just goes. I thought when I started scatterbrained here, but I thought when Cody was walking out and Arn was like, "You're not alone. More guys are coming." I thought my brain went to the Revival because that would be if they could give them their blessing. Flair's still around, Arn's still around. And then Revival shows up, and then they go, hey, Punk, Cody, Revival, Horseman.
How do you feel about Cody being a part of the New Horsemen when his dad spent his whole career fighting the Horsemen?
That's how he becomes heel.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. He's got to go in a little bit more of a Cena-esque
for sure.
hero face run. But
he will go
I would
heel.
be okay. If CM Punk could transition into that Flair of Evolution type character and have Cody run his brand of like suit wearing, limousine riding, I'm here for it.
Then Arn sneaks Brock in there, and then the real Brock Lesnar shows up and just obliterates him.
Yes.
There's only one Brock.
There's only one Brock. You remember when that Parker Bordeaux was supposed to be the next Brock?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's not doing anything.
he is not.
I was pulling for the guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jacob Fatu was supposed to sell that leg injury. Turns out he really got hurt.
Okay.
So he sold it great.
Okay, because how quickly he said, go finish this. I thought, this was set up.
If he didn't, what I was seeing the rumblings was he ended up legitimately get hurt.
Okay.
But Triple H downplayed it. That he's not going to be on the shelf for a while.
Okay.
I didn't even think about the fact, like, I bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Same.
I didn't even think about the fact that that's his reason for not going after Roman when Roman shows up.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that. What a testament to Jacob Fatu for reacting like, I got to sell this.
He sold it. He got me.
He didn't wave somebody over.
I mean, I think he really hit it, and he was like, oh, you know, like when you stub your toe like, on that level.
To have that kind of control.
Yeah.
I'm so
in the chair, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
He really got hurt.
I'm so excited for Fatu. Now, if they can get Brock back, I don't know what's true, what's not true.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a heck of a matchup, Brock and Fatu?
Eventually. You know, it's not on my top list right now. I'm not a big Brock fan, so that doesn't help.
Just that level of intensity.
Yeah. I want to see Jacob Fatu versus Roman. I want to see Orton, KO, Cody. There's so many more matchups I want before I'm like, okay, Brock can come back.
That's fair, but man, I'm all in on.
I'm hoping Roman becomes the new Brock, and we don't even need Brock.
That'd be good too. And Roman's getting legit cheers. I'm
just now getting on board with CM Punk being back.
Okay.
He won me over with the Drew McIntyre match.
Okay.
And the way he was okay having Drew going over. He didn't come in, I'm CM Punk, I'm going to go over.
Right.
He won me. He won a lot of points with me at this SummerSlam.
He is old school. He is a best for business kind of guy.
Yeah. Still not there with Brock.
Fair enough. Oh, that's okay.
Still not there. I talked about it with Tara Brown last week.
Oh, okay.
At the height of when WWE was the worst, they used Brock as that in case of emergency.
Sure.
And for me, they pulled it too many times that I'm good with not seeing him for a little while.
Understandable. I think for me, it's Brock's that Andre the Giant, that attraction.
I got you.
It's like, okay, that's not human.
Yeah.
Who that guy is.
I just think they got so many guys now for the future that maybe, like, I want to see this destructive force come through and it'd be Obafemi.
Okay. And then these, the new guy, I don't know how new he is, from Raw last night, Odyssey.
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that with you.
All right. Sweet.
Trish Stratus teases a return.
All right.
And on the flip side of that, Becky teased a retirement kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, it was all on social media. Trish teased Cody Eaton the only one with unfinished business.
All right.
So she said she had a great time hosting Money in the Bank in Toronto. She would love another run with WWE. And on the flip side, Becky was really just promoting her A&E biography.
Ah, okay.
But people were like, what?
Well, you got to hook people in.
Becky was like, I've enjoyed being the man. I've had one heck of a career. And people are like, what's up?
Right. Hey, you got to talk people into the building, all right? Okay.
Those fancy hook lines. You know, like Mark Henry's son, Jacob, has signed with WWE.
Saw that.
I'm excited about it. Dude looks like a beast.
Yeah.
Following in his father's genetic footsteps.
Oh, boy. Mark Henry is possibly the funniest guest to have on a wrestling podcast. Yeah.
I've watched some of the clips. You told me about the one with Undertaker. I've enjoyed some of the clips for sure.
Really, all of it's good, but the Owen Hart stories, that chunk alone is enough. Like, Mark is talking about all these like spots Owen would do like in a battle royal.
Yeah. It's so fun. I'm going back and watching all the Raws now. Like, I'm at the end of '94. They're going into Royal Rumble '95.
Okay,
so it's when they're about to do the Shawn Diesel program.
Yep, Pamela Anderson.
Yep. The winner of the Royal Rumble gets accompanied by Pam. They just announced that on the Raw I just watched.
Oh,
because this is when Macho Man didn't re-up his contract and went to WCW.
Yep.
McMahon planned on him being his commentator for the foreseeable future, so he's changing people out. So Shawn's been on it the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
He had Jerry Lawler there for a little bit. He had Gorilla come back for a little bit.
Okay.
But he's changing all these wrestlers out. Like Doink did it one week.
Okay.
Clearly not the original Doink.
Sure.
Matt Bourne.
Yeah.
This is the second run of, I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
But I did a weird Wikipedia wormhole with Doink.
That's all right.
We might have to do that on the episode.
Did you watch the Dark Side episode of Doink?
Yes.
Okay.
I rewatched it this week because I was watching so much Doink.
Does Sean have the black eye yet? He had it on commentary one time.
He has.
Okay, all right.
Because of the bar fight?
The things I have nothing useful I remember in my life.
Wasn't that the bar fight that Diesel had to save him?
Yeah.
And some of the other guys had to save him?
But I remember he was like,
this started Undertaker's disdain for Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
When the bar fight.
Man,
the fact that they can be friends nowadays,
it's amazing.
Lets you know anything.
Even Brett and Sean can be friends. I don't know about Brett and Goldberg, but
never. Brett's taking that one to the grave.
And I'm torn because like Goldberg, he's like, I've apologized, but he's also kind of like still going whatever about it. It's a duality for me.
It's funny to me because I hate both of them, so I get to be like, hate each other. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm a HBK fan, and I hated Goldberg. I was NWO for life.
The one guy who stood up to the clique, sorry, but is Bob Holly. Spark plug Bob Holly.
And look at the career he had.
I know. Did you hear this?
I'm watching him now. He just debuted as Spark Plug.
Okay, call me Sparky. Yeah, apparently it was a backstage thing. Sean would just like rip up food orders because they would get their food catered or something like that.
Yeah.
They did it to Bob. Now Bob was a tough man contest fighter. Bad dude.
Yeah.
He would leave.
He was legit.
He would leave his race car because he was racing cars too. He'd leave and just go start a fight with the other race car driver. There's one day he walked up, the clique was just hanging out there, and he's like, "Don't F with my food again." And then this little X across, I think Kevin Nash's chin. He's like, "I know where to hit you. Don't do this again. I will knock you out." And he's pretty jacked, so you'd buy it. And
Hardcore Holly.
Yep, they left him alone after that. So
I mean, I would too.
I've heard so many Bob Holly stories where I'm like, man,
from what I've heard, and I'm a big fan of all of the clique. I mean, I'm not condoning their antics with her because they were a problem backstage, and they ruined some people's lives and careers, and that's not cool. You know what I mean? But
they were the best.
What they showed is if you stood up to them, they usually were like, all right.
Yep. Don't sell it, guys.
Bob Holly was like, how do you feel about the Hardys meeting with WWE officials over SummerSlam weekend? Nothing official, nothing set in stone.
They need to end their career the right way. Like, it saddened me to see what they did in AEW. I mean, I'm along that school of thought of like, you got nothing to prove.
Right.
You don't need to do a table spot in the, like, where people walk into the arena. Like, you don't need to like, Cornette said it best. I know we're like iffy on Cornette, but he's like,
the more dark side of the ring I watch, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Like, you can't get more over than you already are.
Yeah. He's like that family member that you refuse to argue with at the dinner table.
Yep.
But you still like, all right, he makes some points.
Well,
I don't align with everything he says.
Same.
Because he is very old school and he refuses to get on board with some of these new school things that are making wrestling great.
He hates if it was for Cornette, Kevin Owens would be in a singlet right now, and that wouldn't be a good look. So, it's small things like that.
Let him be KO. Like, he was too by the book sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like, back then in the territories, wrestling was formulaic.
Yeah.
It's not anymore.
Yeah. He's got a great mind, and if it would, I'm with you. Yeah. So,
main event results this week. Ivy Nile defeats the unholy Union's Alba Fire.
Okay.
I like the new Blair Davenport joining up with Fire and Dawn. They got a little group now.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Pete Dunne defeats Akira Tozawa.
All right.
Loving Akira still on TV.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne, they're just kind of putting him everywhere.
They gave him his name back, man.
I love that.
The bruiserweight.
I love that the reason he hates Sheamus is he gave him the nickname Butch.
Oh.
That's the storyline they're building.
And did Vince just hear it in the back go, oh, well.
Well, if they're going to give him credit for it, then I don't know, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some great main event results.
It happened where someone was like, oh, man, Sheamus is like, oh, we should call him Butch. And Vince's like, no, it's a horrible idea. Next day.
Call him Butch.
Hey, I thought I got this idea. I think we should go by Butch.
Vince wouldn't have done that. NXT recap time. You been keeping up with NXT though?
I'm getting better at it. I'll miss like the full episode. I will watch the recap. And
it's good to keep it. Recaps are good.
I'm watching
the highlights.
I agree. I'm watching more intently because I'm hoping to catch those guys that were on that reality show from was it 2B? No, which channel had the reality show for the?
Oh, you were telling me about that. I still haven't caught that yet.
Was
it Roku?
Yeah.
Was that what you're
these two
some random channel like that.
Yeah, it was a good show. And these two dudes who were Duke wrestlers from Duke University are on it, and I'm seeing them.
That's where the Creed brothers went. So they all had some lineage there.
Okay.
Might have been like, hey, look out for these guys.
These guys are pretty solid,
I'm
an
avid Tar Heel fan.
Yep.
We don't condone the Dukeness in the house, but that's the reason the Creed brothers are bad guys. Big fan of them using the old WCW pay-per-views. This is week 2 of the Great American Bash.
So excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have your guys showed up? Have you seen them yet? The wrestlers you saw on your show? Have they shown up on NXT yet?
Oh, no, haven't seen them. I haven't seen them on.
They probably just got a little more training.
They're probably, the show's still pretty new. So, or that show itself is still pretty new. So I'm sure they're still
they're still very green.
Yeah. But, is Halloween Havoc as it came?
Yeah. They still use Halloween Havoc.
So we have used Halloween Havoc.
It'll come around in August.
Is it going to be
a big NXT pay-per-view.
Okay.
Yeah. They used Great American Bash in August. They use Halloween Havoc. They do like New Year's Revolution. Yeah. They use all the old school, I like it.
Love it.
MSK versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier for the tag titles.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that because I'm loving the Rascals in NXT.
Yeah, man.
Big fan of them in TNA. They're actually one of the only parts that I was a fan of in TNA, during that run.
Yeah. TNA's got a lot of hit and misses, man.
I'm loving this TNA NXT. It's helping, you on paper, you think immediately only TNA is going to benefit from this. Yeah. But Joe Hendry is one of the biggest things going in NXT right now.
Yeah, got himself over, man.
He would definitely be signed as soon as his TNA contract.
Doing something different.
Yeah.
So, is he that good of a wrestler, or is he just good at?
Yeah. That's the best part. Is it's nothing to write home about. It's not bad. You're not like, goodness gracious, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like, man, he put on a 5-star match. The experience is a 5-star.
Yeah.
But he's nothing special.
It gives you something to care about.
He's like To me, he's Damian Sandow.
Okay.
If they cared about Damian Sandow.
Right. Hey, he had some good days in NWA.
The fact that he's a pop star that thinks he's way better than he is just so hilarious.
I love it.
Because it could be heel and it could be face, and they're running with it with face. He wants a match with John Cena.
Okay.
And I'm kind of wanted to happen.
Could be on the tour.
Yeah.
Do you think Elias is ticked about this? He's like,
so they had a feud on the Indies.
Okay.
Because he's Elijah now.
Oh.
Elijah and Joe Hendry. Go look it up on YouTube.
All right.
Because they battled with songs.
Okay. Are they going to bring back Elias?
No.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem like. I've seen no rumblings, unfortunately. I'm a big fan, but it looks like Joe Hendry's just going to be like, sorry, they weren't ready for this, bro. Because it's the exact same gimmick. It's just, unfortunately, the time is right. And he's just because he was doing this gimmick in TNA when Elias was in WWE, and he wasn't as over in TNA.
Right.
So it's just, it's timing is everything.
Yep. You never know.
Yeah. Ethan Page finally defends his NXT championship on Ora Mensa, who's just been pinning him the last couple of weeks. Like, I love that he's just getting in these non-official sneak pins.
I'm so happy for Ethan. Like, I wanted AEW to work. And I saw Ethan. I'm like, this guy looks like a dude.
Yeah.
And now he is a dude.
Yeah.
Back then, I'm like, what are they doing with him? Like, he's losing to dudes that are my size and skinnier. Like, guys that look like they're on a middle school swim team, like, and now he's
great.
They're doing him right.
Great character. I wish they could get Scorpio Sky to come with him because I love them in AEW. They were vastly underused.
So good. Let's get Will Hobbs. There's so many people that could be coming over. Like, if they don't get Wardlow or Hobbs, you're blowing it. Like,
I think they'll definitely go after. Unfortunately, Wardlow didn't sell high. On himself, when he was up here, he didn't jump ship when WWE probably would have thrown everything at him.
Yeah.
Now AEW's kind of let him die a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's down here. Also, Adam Cole, is he like, this dude was the hottest wrestler in the world at one point.
Yep. And then AEW is like, you don't have to work out.
Like, it's crazy to think back, like, should have taken the deal to be Keith Lee's manager.
Because would he have gotten himself in trouble where he's like, we're not going to let him wrestle because now he's a manager?
Or then he still could have proven himself worth, because, I mean, he had amazing match after amazing match as Undisputed.
Yeah, Undisputed. And then they changed it when they got to AEW.
Undisputed Kingdom.
Undisputed Elite. And they just kept, it was just, oh gosh, it made my head hurt.
Yeah.
But
I love the Undisputed in NXT. They just ran through it. They were Evolution in NXT.
No, it was so good. It was so good. So I hope Adam Cole, maybe, is it too late for him to go back to WWE?
Yes, he is. He's got to go on a run at something.
Okay.
He's got to build his name back up. I feel like. Plus, the dude's had so many injuries. Can he still go?
I know. And
I think he's got to prove it to himself.
I just feel bad for him.
I'll pull for the guy.
Because we were all in
I thought that Undisputed Kingdom could have been awesome. Because I love the Kingdom in Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, that's when it was the best. You had Bullet Club, you had the Kingdom, you had all these great factions. Mm-hmm. You had War Machine. Man.
Is Motor City Machine Guns, is that...
They apparently have signed a deal. I don't know when they'll...
Okay. All right.
So, I guess when it makes sense for them to come in. That's what I'm saying. WWE has got to start caring about their tag team division because they're bringing all these guys in.
Yep. Where are they going to go?
We'll see.
All right.
Let's go and talk about some SmackDown. Came to us from Cleveland this week. Jacob Fatu and Toma Tonga are the new tag team champs. It'll be interesting to see if it's real or how long they're going to sell this leg injury. Do they have to give up the titles? What's going on with that?
Right. Because there's two they're brothers, right? There's two Tongas that are brothers.
Yeah, and the one sucks, so they put Jacob Fatu in his place.
Okay, I was wondering what that was about, because it's like, are they just gonna have the other guy be like just a running guy?
So they gave him an eye patch, so I don't know if he's hurt or if they're just like, hey man.
It's like in a football practice, they'll put like a green jersey on an injured dude.
Yeah. Okay. Like, look, man, you just hang tight. Just
watch him learn.
Look, you're under contract. You're gonna get paid. Just chill out. When they get in the scuffles, be in the scuffles.
It's better than taking bumps every night.
But everyone wants to see Jacob Fatu in the ring. They don't want to see this guy. Unfortunately, it just he couldn't even low blow KO on the first try.
Oh, that's right. Man.
Yeah,
easiest move, man. The easiest move right there. Dang. But Fatu, what an attraction.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to be so upset if he's hurt for a while. I hope he just doesn't miss a beat, jumps right in, because
The dude's a character. He can cut some promos.
Yeah.
Like, you feel.
Yeah, that's the best part. This dude can talk, too.
And he means it.
Yeah.
Like, he's been to jail, guys.
I loved MLW.
Yes.
Like, they truly knew that they had a superstar on their hands and shot him to the moon.
Yep.
They built a promotion off of that guy.
Oh, yeah. MLW does it right.
And now they're doing... I love Contra. Contra is very exciting. If you haven't checked out Contra on MLW...
All right, I need to.
It's an insane faction.
There's so much
and they've
wrestling
already haven't been around that long, and they've already got a great history.
All right.
Yeah.
Same guy still like the acting GM, the suave-looking dude that was in Lucha Underground?
He's got a different storyline. I don't think he's necessarily like the GM or anything like that. But he's still on screen.
All right. Bring back Lucha. Hashtag bring back Lucha.
But not those stupid contracts. Cleveland hated Logan Paul. That's their boy. And they're like, no.
That's a good heel.
Yeah. You can't get booed in your hometown.
Yeah. Kurt Angle. He's like, we're in Pittsburgh, Vince. It's not going to happen. You will not boo an Olympic gold.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a list this week of 10 most dangerous wrestlers, and Perk Angle was up top.
Okay. Perk. Oh.
He did some things,
I love the Eddie Guerrero story where he tried to double leg Angle. I love that story. Gosh, man.
Andrade gets another W over Carmelo Hayes. They're having a little mini feud on SmackDown, but Andrade's 2-0 now. So.
Okay. I don't know. What are they doing with Andrade? Like, NXT tried to push him, and then AEW tried. So is it just because he can't really talk?
I mean, he was a great NXT champion.
He was.
And his English has gotten way better.
Just give him a man. Can Paul Heyman be bad for him? Or is there another? Hey, what about... Oh, Abrantes from AEW.
I think they need to put Zelina back with him.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Zelina and him were especially at the fire that Zelina's catching right now. She needs to break away from the LWO. Has got to split up.
Yeah,
the tag team needs to go back to NXT because they're fantastic matches. They're match machines.
Oh yeah,
WWE will never push them. So just go to NXT, have 5-star classics with all of the great tag teams down there.
Yeah.
Be the gatekeepers for NXT.
Exactly.
Ray just needs to have another little run, and he needs to retire after Cena. But if they put Zelina with Andrade, they could have another magical run.
All right. Who would put out Rey Mysterio? Who would put him on his back so he sees the lights for the last match?
Give it to Dominic.
Dom?
Give it to Dominic.
Okay.
Give him the rub. Make him legit. He's already... I saw I didn't know a heel could turn more heel.
Yep.
But you want to turn him more heel? Have him retired Pops.
I love it. Yep. I'm here.
Because everyone expects him to beat Dominic on his way out.
Nope. Let's flip it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corbin and Apollo Crews seem to be sticking around as a tag team. They had a match with Legado.
Apollo Crews has always been cool, but the lack of character has always been there. He's such a nice dude behind the scenes. You ever listen? He's just a happy-go-lucky dude. So you need someone behind him like that. So
It worked wonders for Braun Breaker in NXT.
Yep.
Let Corbin and Crews get each other back to. I mean, they won't be main event. Corbin had his run with that. I feel like,
and Corbin's
I love Corbin's character evolution over the years, but he's kind of directionless too. So him and Crews together is like a beat up tag team on SmackDown,
right?
I'm good with
Is Corbin going to be like that Brooklyn Brawler? You think?
I hope not for his sake.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of matches with Brooklyn Brawler. And I feel like this past one I just watched, the Undertaker concussed him.
Oh my
4 or
gosh,
5 times.
I've seen some of his interview with Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah. He goes on that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to watch that.
I swear, he is like...
Is he there?
He's the Larry. Oh, yeah. He's such a... I've heard him on podcasts and stuff. He's the most grateful guy you talk to. He's just I had a good career.
Yeah. Hey,
so
he had a great run.
Yeah.
Terrible allegations with the Pat Patterson stuff, but I don't know.
Oh, that part I hadn't heard about. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pat Patterson stories. A lot of guys that didn't make it to the WWE.
But I feel like that was an easy, low hanging fruit to be like, oh, he stuck around, must have hung out with old Pat, with
his low hanging fruit.
Right.
Sorry, joke. R.I.P.
You know what? You went for it. I respect that.
I did a better low blow than who's that?
We'll have to ask Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah,
Tonga Loa.
Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Tonga.
No, come here. Oh. But Blair Davenport joins the Unholy Union, attack Jade and Bianca.
Okay. Nice.
Lady factions. That's great.
Let's do it more.
Yeah. Got Damage Control and Sonya Deville Incorporated, I guess is what they're going by. I don't know.
Give us a reason to cheer. I mean, Bianca and
but this gives
they're great.
This gives Naomi something to do because she was beefing with Davenport. So it's only right she joins Jade and Bianca and takes down.
What about? Can they bring back Amber Moon? Is she Amber Moon?
She's the ROH champ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's Athena.
I knew she went to AEW, but
she's a champ. They're running a fun angle where she made some of the baby wrestlers her minions in training.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I was a big fan of hers when she was in WWE.
I always got to keep my eye on Ring of Honor. It's always have a soft spot because 2016, arguably some of the best wrestling out there.
Gosh, who all was on that? Yeah,
it's when Cody was in Bullet Club.
Yeah,
they were fighting. They were planting the seeds, but they never even fully addressed. We never got a conclusion to him and Kenny who fighting over the leader of Bullet Club at that point.
So
Adam Cole and the Young Bucks and Hangman Page, they had some great members in the Bullet Club, and that we never got that payoff.
Hey Kenny, come to WWE. Let's finish your story, bud.
We'll see. You think he ever sets foot in the ring? WWE?
Maybe he's like, I bring my blow up dolls or I don't come.
Maybe. And Triple H is like, don't come.
I bring the brooms or I walk, buddy.
That's when he's the best. The cleaner? Yeah. Oh, my goodness, man. Come on. That run was fantastic. Where he was the belt collector.
Mm-hmm. That was cool. Yeah.
Next week on SmackDown, Roman's back. We get Roman's reaction.
That pop's going to be huge.
We get to see is Fatu really hurt? Is his storyline?
Yep.
Is Logan Paul going to go away for a little bit?
Well, I wouldn't mind it. I like for him to get this as quickly as he's gotten it, almost at a Kurt Angle level where he just has picked this up quick.
Yeah.
And gets heat.
Keeping him, I'm part of me wants to keep him in attraction though.
Okay,
come around sometimes.
Yeah,
don't oversaturate.
And he's probably cool with that too.
Yeah,
so
he can go do it. He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's doing great. Sell some Prime.
We'll see what the tag team picture's like with the Bloodline.
And I hate to admit it, Prime's really good.
Is it?
I've tried. I was like,
killed some people.
Has it really?
Yes.
Okay.
Some kids, But
okay.
Still, I feel like every energy drink company's got a body or two.
Yeah.
A
body count.
Yeah. I love energy. I hear
same, but I had it.
It's good.
It's coconut water.
Okay.
So it's not as like.
I feel like they get you with that though, because your body tricks you and be like healthy.
Yeah, definitely don't drink it for health. I don't trust any energy drink. Yeah. Even if it says 0 sugar, I'm like
hydrating. They throw those words at you.
Yeah.
Replenishing.
Well, I don't want to be dehydrated.
Yeah. I truly hope LA Knight does like an open challenge type thing.
That'd be cool.
Get a belt on TV.
Some NXT guys coming up and challenging.
We don't know who's coming through that curtain every week.
Okay.
I loved when John Cena did that with the U.S. title.
Yeah.
It's got that history.
Maybe Ellsworth shows
LA
up.
Knight's a face. Please don't have Ellsworth. If Ellsworth show up, Carmella's got to show up.
Yeah.
Those two they can't be on TV without each other.
But I feel like LA Knight would do that. Like
I hope so.
Yeah. So happy for that guy.
Yeah.
Just don't give up. That's just
when
I see LA Knight, I'm like, this dude could have hung it up years ago.
He could have. God, he could have.
Yeah.
Over on Raw, Orton, first one to step up to Gunther.
All right.
He said he had some unfinished business. He said, you didn't pin me clean at King of the Ring.
Yeah.
That's how you got this opportunity. I want my rematch.
Okay. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Is Orton going to crank up the stiffness? Or I know he's smooth, but is he going to get stiff?
I think if Gunther catches him a time or two, I could see Orton being like, all right,
it's time for a receipt.
Because he put on some weight, man. He's got some muscle.
And he did. I was like, he was already a big dude.
I think some of those kicks might land a little bit harder than normal. Yeah. But I think Gunther's okay with that.
Yeah, dude. I like that he's wearing a suit.
Yeah,
I'm
loving everything about this presentation.
Yep, man. That
Euro prick? You know what I mean?
Fantasy booking. I think I texted it to you. Possible manager. Who did I say would be a good manager? Regal
would be fantastic.
What about Ted DiBiase? Maybe.
I don't think his health's in the best.
Okay.
I don't think, because he tried to come back a little bit with Cameron Grimes in NXT, and it didn't translate that well.
Where is Cameron Grimes now? Is he still with
Indies? He's back. He's Trevor Lee.
Oh, no. Did he?
He got cut.
Oh, shoot. Was he a problem or something?
No, they just didn't have anything for him.
I love that dude.
He had a very heartfelt goodbye. I don't know why this is happening to me kind of thing. I felt bad for the guy.
I loved him.
But he's getting some. He's back in Indies.
Okay, maybe they'll You can always come back.
Go back to TNA and run TNA. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Go to AEW, do a North Carolina death match when you're in Ohio. What?
It was cool they had Kaiser introduce Gunther to show they still have that relationship.
Absolutely.
Kaiser's doing his own thing. Got a little feud with Sheamus, which they put on a great match after this.
Cool. Okay.
And Pete Dunne showed up, so he still got his beef with Sheamus. This got a little triangle.
Yep.
And Bronson Reed was part of it.
Yeah.
But he attacked Seth Rollins last night.
Do we know why?
I mean, he said he was going to take a shot. He was tired of being overlooked.
Okay.
This is his Braun Breaker moment. You didn't book me for the King of the Ring, so I'm going to start hitting people.
All right. I would never tell them to his face, Bronson Reed, because he's massive. He reminds me of the kid in Deadpool 2, the kid that shot fire. He's very angry like him. And I'm like, did he grow up? Did he become a wrestler?
I like that.
He reminds me so much of that kid. Leave me alone. I can't do a British accent, but
I can't either. Okay. I'm so bad at accents.
Same.
But yeah, Bronson Reed upset, attacked Seth in a great moment with Drew and CM Punk. Drew was like, hey, CM Punk, we're talking about your favorite subject, CM Punk.
Yeah. Now, is Seth no longer, he's going to be part of the Bronson Reed thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess they got Bash at Berlin, and then they got Bad Blood.
All right.
So it's kind of not throwaway PLEs, but like, we all know you're just gearing up for Survivor Series. So they got to get. I'm okay with Seth having a one-off with Bronson Reed and just putting on a banger of a match.
That'd be cool.
Because did you watch it last night, Raw?
Yeah. Recap, but
did you see the tsunami like 18 times on Seth? Like Bronson just kept hitting it. So it's
hey,
a good story.
Security with WWE. I mean, I know you're just extras, but follow the way of WCW and Goldberg. You can get a taser or a cattle prod and just get them. Like,
All right, Scott Hall, take it easy. We got AOP and beating the New Day, having Odyssey Jones saving the New Day.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods was not happy about it.
All right.
I'm wondering if they're going to play this isn't Big E. What are you doing? But Kofi being like, we need help, bro. I kind of like it. Like,
Xavier Woods.
It's starting to have Karrion Kross's voice in the back of their head, like, you've run your course with New Day.
Yep. And they have. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that should have ended.
Yeah, I feel they're putting it in motion. They got to be putting it in motion.
Yeah, come on, get demonic, Xavier. Get possessed by whatever devil Karrion Kross is. So.
The devil. He's the devil.
And we need at least 3 more demonic factions. Actually, thank God Judgment Day is.
They leaned on it for a split second and went back the other way.
Maybe they'll start doing the New Day, but just change it. It's Judgment Day. Yes, it is.
That's what Rhea and Damien are going to start doing. The unjudgment day.
Right. Judgment-free day.
Yeah. A-Town Down Under beat Awesome Truth. I wonder if they're going to split up Awesome Truth after this.
Maybe. Man, is R-Truth, are they going to keep, hopefully they keep him around.
I just want him to pop up at the most random times backstage. That's all I want.
He's just fun, and he's a funny dude.
Yeah, man. Just give me a solid 1 to 2 backstage segments every Raw. And I'm happy.
I have heard he's like, he hates being seen as like the dumb funny guy all the time.
But he's so good at it. I would get it. I understand.
Yeah, it's
because his heel run was so short, but so great.
Oh, with John Cena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, little Jimmy. Yeah. Or Johnny?
It was Jimmy.
Okay.
So I don't know what they're doing with those. But I don't know. I read an article and I couldn't find anything else about it. So I'd take it for one dirt sheet mentioning it.
Sure, maybe
they're thinking of A-Town Down Under being traded to Raw for Sammy and Jay.
Okay.
To start the Bloodline versus Bloodline stuff.
All right, you got a good Bloodline.
I couldn't find any other backup to that.
All right, maybe
because Sammy and Uso going for the tag titles for Judgment Day on Raw.
Okay,
so I don't know the validity to that.
I don't know.
It also could have been someone just wishful thinking.
Also true. Maybe Miz is ready to do more stage roles. Not stage roles, but maybe he's more...
He hosted SummerSlam.
Yeah, maybe
I mean, with all the mix-ups on commentating, would it be that terrible if he transitioned to more commentating?
Maybe he's like, my bump card is up, man.
I know Booker doesn't want to do this commentating thing for forever. Put Miz down in NXT.
Yeah. Maybe Miz could be GM. in NXT.
I'd be okay with that.
I think that.
I mean, I love what they're doing with Ava though, so I need to bump her.
That's true too.
But I could see him doing it. Well, I love all the GMs in place right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with the GMs. They've got some cred.
Yeah, they're
respect.
former wrestlers.
Aldis,
they probably could still go if they had to.
Aldis,
I don't know why he's not in the ring.
He did lose his NWA title to Cody at one point.
I don't know why they're not put. I don't.
Maybe it's going to be a Triple H thing.
I wonder if the goal is to eventually get him in the ring.
Like Triple H, like wrestles a couple of times. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm glad he's there. I'm glad he's.
Oh, he's
a
great GM. Pierce is fantastic. Love Adam Pierce.
Yep.
Damian Priest, Rhea, New Judgment Day.
I'm liking this.
When they had Finn, and then he's like, "I'm not the only one," and they panned out, and it was the whole crew.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty solid.
Production 100.
Oh gosh. How about the headbutt from Rhea?
That whole sequence, a headbutt to the south of heaven. Yep. Wow.
I know that they're not going to do mixed wrestling.
She could beat the crap out of.
She would hang
78% of the roster.
She could hang with any of them.
98% of the roster.
Yeah, it's never been a men versus women type thing. It's like if a woman can fit in this, cool, let's do it.
I loved when they did the China matches because I truly believe she could beat up Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
no doubt.
Without the broom.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, which one? Was that the broom match? Because he had another, like Jackie. He faced Jackie in WCW.
Yeah. When she was Little China, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or no, that was Miss Cat.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
China.
Yeah.
Wyatt Six debuted against Gable and Creed Brothers.
I was surprised. I thought that would be more. I thought they would debut at like a pay-per-view. So.
I mean, Uncle Howdy still hadn't debuted.
Also true.
So they're just saving that one. He's the main attraction in all this.
I like it. I still miss Dexter Loomis as Dexter Loomis.
This gave him a different dynamic to his character. He seemed more charismatic.
He does.
Cult follower here.
I liked the serial killer in NXT.
Didn't care for them referring to them as their characters, though.
Also true.
I didn't like that part.
Yep.
That seemed forced, and I'm hoping they pick up on that and they're like, let's just call them by their name.
Is Nikki Cross the other one? I thought she might have been. She's perfect for that. Oh, since if we can't get Sanity, I'll take this.
Yeah. But still, I don't like it. But he's husky. He envisions himself as husky. I'm like, no, don't do that. He's Joe Gacy. He's part of this cult now.
Yep.
Roll with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The match was great.
Oh yeah.
They did a lot of tributes to Bray.
Okay.
The crowd really was up for this one, and they needed to be. They did a lot, Bray's signature moves.
Yeah.
And apparently when Raw went off the air, they did a really heartfelt tribute to Bray. So
I'm still hoping for Mr. Rotunda to pop up.
Till you pay your taxes?
Yeah. Maybe he can be Papa. Maybe
Papa.
I'm just saying, you give him old man in the chair.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to really show up. Just be an old man in the chair. He's Papa. They would
just piece of wheat.
Yep.
Little glasses right here.
The glasses.
They always say the tax man gonna come back around. Next week on Raw, we get Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, 2 out of 3 falls match.
Okay, Braun Breaker. I think he's dared people to make fun of his bronze. His tan.
I wouldn't say a thing.
No, I think that's why he's doing
glowing,
it.
Sir.
You look great. Bronzer
brings out your
Bronzer Breaker. What'd you call me? Nothing.
Breaker of men, sir.
I will say, have you noticed this with when they get in NXT, the names almost sound too rhythmic and
I know why he's doing what he's doing, but I wish he'd just be Braun Steiner.
It's like take up
just
your
be a Steiner, bro.
When they get you in NXT and you're gonna be on TV, it's like, okay, what was your favorite candy growing up? And it's almost like how you find your porn star name. It's how they're
what street you grew up on.
Yeah.
But I feel, unfortunately, that they've done such a good job of debuting this guy.
Yeah.
He's Braun Breaker.
He's Braun Breaker now. Yeah.
He's okay with it.
I'm a fan.
That's his name for his career.
Have you watched his football highlights?
No,
Kennesaw State.
I could tell he just destroyed people. So I'm loving what he's doing.
He was on the Pat McAfee show. They showed
I saw that loser and hit the guy.
Speared him. Yeah. They showed his Kennesaw State. The dude could run it was like he was like a fullback.
He's an athlete, bro.
Took a jet.
He's an athlete.
So I love him. I'm a fan.
Shawn Michaels said he's better than any Steiner he's ever seen.
All right.
Which is they were all there.
Yeah.
Shout out to our buddy Abe. He got a picture of all the legends in their box.
Oh,
he got like
sweet.
the Steiners, Kevin Nash.
Is this the thing? Did Vince do this, or is this like a Paul Levesque thing where he's like, I want these guys to feel
the way
like,
Kevin Nash put it is they got us under Legends contracts, so we can't go show up on AEW in the press box. So they better give us press box tickets,
right?
Like that kind of thing.
That's fair.
Like you got us under contract. We got to be here.
Let's go. Yeah. All right. But
we also get Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Baszler and Stark next week to further their little feud.
Glad she's still around. Baszler. Yeah.
Just real recap SummerSlam. See our takeaways from it real quick. Liv Morgan obviously beating the champ or keeping her championship with Rhea Ripley with Dirty Dom's turn.
Good turn. I think people saw it coming and
they still executed it pretty good.
Neck and neck. That was kind of match of the night for me.
I thought they did great.
Yeah, I was like, this is
when
well
Rhea
done.
slammed her shoulder into the desk to pop it back into place. Fantastic.
It's like, all right, Lethal Weapon. Okay.
Right. Like, it almost reminded me of How High when he's like, you don't have a head injury.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker winning his first title on the main roster, becoming the IC champ over Sami Zayn. Pops in his encore in attendance.
Man, all right.
You think who would you like to see? Who you wanted as his first feud?
First feud?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Back to the intensity thing. It's probably too soon since he's now a tag champion, but that too would be fun. But do you need someone who's been there longer because he just got there too?
I can't wait for those guys.
Yeah.
That feud's going to be amazing.
Like, would that be where Miz goes next to feud with Breaker?
God, please don't feed him to Breaker. That's going to be him being champ and Lesnar breathing down his neck.
Oh, no.
Or no, was it Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
Lashley. Yeah, who's been around a decent amount. That would be a good rival.
I mean, I think we're going to get a little Ilya run, so I'm excited about that. They put on some great matches.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who else.
Carlito, he's a veteran. Maybe
that'd be great.
I mean,
he's wanting like Judgment Day, hyping him up and be like, "You need to get some gold." He's like, "Oh yeah, I do."
Okay,
yeah. That's a good call. I like Carlito Braun. Little mini.
Carlito's still got it, man. He's more jacked than he was when he.
Not that I want to see a long-term feud, but I'd love to see a fun match with Otis.
Yeah,
like just on a random Raw.
Will we get to take Otis serious for a little bit now?
If he has a great match with Braun, I think that's a good way to get him taken serious.
Okay.
You can't take him serious if he's still going to be comedic stuff.
He's had a good run as the funny guy.
Yeah.
So
I still would love a Gable Braun.
Yeah. Man. Would they start having a what measuring contest with their like, I was a wrestler, I was a wrestler, I was an Olympic wrestler.
Singlets, you know?
Yep. So I like it. We got more singlets going on now, and I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, he's spreading them out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. So
a lot of title changes. LA Knight, the new US title champ, beating Logan Paul. We already talked about is Logan Paul gonna go away. What next for LA Knight?
Man. Machine Gun Kelly.
I mean, unless he's just kicking him in the face.
Right. Or
that was
it was cool to see get some Cleveland, degenerates out there to.
It's always nice when it's a celebrity you don't really care for coming in as a heel.
Yep.
So that's when I get to mark out and be like, boo.
Yeah. And he knows Machine Gun Kelly. He knows how to get negative attention. So
I love that Jelly was a face. He was a heel, and they were there because they were on the same song.
Get you a face tattoo, guys. That's the
secret. That's my. I don't have any on my face. That's why I'm not successful.
That's what I need.
But I'd like to see Andrade get there. Carmelo get a chance. Like some of these mid card guys.
Carmelo's smooth. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, they probably wrestled each other in NXT.
I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. They might have missed something.
Okay. I don't know. Goldberg.
Or no, Carmelo might have caught the tail end of LA Knight.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to go back and check it out.
Yeah, man.
Nia Jax is the queen and the champ now.
Why? I don't.
I mean,
is that out loud? Sorry.
Is she going to be a transition champ to Tiffy time?
That would be cool because I like Tiff.
Because Nia gave her new briefcase.
Also
trying to be like, hey, buddy.
Yep.
Don't go cashing this in on me.
Tiff is strong, ridiculously strong. And seeing her at a house show, just going.
Think she can pick up Nia?
Yeah.
Like a big pop?
I'm pretty sure that can be done.
Yeah.
Tiffy's, she's.
That'd be great. I mean, this could be the key to Tiffy's face turn.
Yep. If that's where they're leading, I'm good with it. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to be long and drawn out. I don't think they're in any rush to take the title off Nia. They've spent the last year building her up.
Yeah, I don't know armchair quarterback the abilities and all that stuff. I just see Nia in the ring. I'm going, man.
She's grown a lot. Like she was a botch machine.
Yeah,
she was getting a lot of people hurt.
Yeah,
I understand I'm not the biggest Nia fan either.
Sure, but
she has grown quite.
That's
a bit.
Good. That's good. And we're. I don't want to. I hate armchair quarterback in that because I've not.
Yeah.
Actually, I did take some bumps in high school. I had a cousin who had a
backyard ring.
He had a wrestling connection in the small town in South Carolina. This guy called Brody the Stray Cat or something like that. That was his name, and he had access to a ring. So we learned to run the ropes a little bit and take bumps and. Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah. I was always meant to be a manager.
Right. I was going to get heat.
Yeah. I was supposed to just be on the microphone. That's all. Drew McIntyre overcomes CM Punk when CM Punk's anger gets the best of him.
Yep.
And he turned on Seth.
Storytelling, man. Punk doesn't have to.
I like they're leaning into, CM Punk, you're kind of a narcissist.
Yeah.
Let's lean into that.
Yeah. And even if you don't like Punk, you can't deny that he's an honest human being. So he's honest.
I'm digging this version of him. I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan.
Fair.
I like where they're going with him because he's had a couple of promos on this run where I'm like,
right.
Insert random formula CM Punk. I'm better than you. I'm going to prove it.
I got heart.
Then he stole the bracelet and it got more personal.
Yep.
And that's when I think the feud elevated. And some might say they're leaning on it a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a catalyst for it becoming a great feud.
Well done. Now, I don't know this. Like, did they know each other when Drew McIntyre first got to WWE?
I think they've got old school pictures of them together.
Was there issues or something like that? Okay.
I think this all came from them playing up Drew being upset at CM Punk running down WWE.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there was a little bit of him as a WWE employee being like, hey, man, that's messed up.
Yeah, what you do?
But they just, I'm sure everyone's buried. From all accounts, CM Punk has been nothing but easy to work with this run. And
he's grown.
Nothing but praise.
I
can't imagine Drew actually being mad at him in real life.
It takes a few months of AEW to go, I had it good.
He had to be great. He had to be grateful for what he was like. You know what? I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe some organization isn't that bad. Maybe some structure is okay.
You know what? Triple H is a great guy.
Yeah, I think. I mean, is he my favorite technical wrestler? No, watching that bio that came out, Best in the World, really did a lot for me because I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, he's friends with the guys in Rancid. I love Rancid.
It just hurts me because his style of wrestling doesn't promote doing this in your 40s and 50s.
Yep.
And he's trying to do this in his 40s.
Yeah. So he probably knows when it's going to be time to go. There's guys
I'm seeing he's not doing as many high-flying stuff as he was. You know, him being on the top rope to do that elbow drop was a big deal.
Yep.
A lot bigger deal than it used to be.
Absolutely.
He used to throw 3 or 4 of those out there. So he's adapting.
Yep.
He didn't get hurt. That's a plus.
He's being smart.
So he's growing on me. He's growing on. And what's crazy is I loved him the Summer of Punk.
Yeah.
When he was going to take the title, big Punk fan. Mm-hmm. But then after that, when he took his ball and went home, I kind of got a little upset at that.
And then
understood, but I was upset.
Broke the internet, Cole Cabana.
And then he went to MMA, and I was like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
I watched the fights. He sucked.
Yeah.
Gunther is the champ. Finn Balor with the turn. That was diabolical, man. I love diabolical Finn.
Same. I enjoyed that. And I was waiting. I'm like, all right, we all like Damian Priest. I think
they've done a great job of pushing him as a face. Still can't walk on camera. Poor guy cannot walk on camera and mean it.
Oh,
his walk to the ring last night and back was still very awkward. And I understand walking on camera is way more difficult than you might think it was.
Oh, absolutely. Undertaker,
I know,
he's taking him under his wing.
Okay.
So Undertaker's taking a liking to Damian Priest, it looks like.
I like Damian Priest. Love the face turn. Needed to happen. Like you said, Judgment Day needed a shake up.
Yeah.
I like Finn as the non-leader. He said there's no leaders.
Right.
But we know it's Finn Balor.
Yeah. So now we're back to just one satanic cult in WWE. Happy about that. They were starting to get into AEW territory where there was Blackpool Combat Club, Dark Order. There was another one. Oh, the one with
Aleister
Aleister Black, House of Black,
yeah.
Blackpool. They love using the same name for a bunch of
Yeah.
For a while, it was Page, Cage, another Page.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Cody Rhodes beat Solo because the original Tribal Chief is back.
Heck yeah. No Paul Heyman.
I was hoping Roman was going to walk out and Paul was going to walk out behind him, but I save it for Friday.
Okay.
But the look in Solo's eyes was fantastic.
Yeah. And I like Solo. Do you think he's going to get is he going to get like, I don't know, brushed away at some point?
It'll be interesting to see how he falls in the pecking order when all this is done. Because I truly think Jacob's the star of all this.
One of them needs to be the fun one again. We need Rikishi. Everyone in the bloodline is just
Solo capable of that.
I don't know.
I think that's like more Jimmy's role.
Well, yeah. Someone needs to be the fun guy again.
Jay's having fun.
Yeah. He's doing the eat thing. So who would have thought that would have gotten over?
I love that he's like, he can have the Fireflies back. No problem. No beef.
But man, yeah, everyone in the bloodline, they're all just gonna kill.
No, I get you. Super serious.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Jacob Fatu's not a real serious person.
But I bet you
he's like Yokozuna. I feel like.
I bet you if Jacob Fatu, if they were like, hey, if say Vince is back in, hey, we need you to be funny. I bet.
God knows, please don't scare me by saying
don't do it.
Vince is back.
I know, but don't be the funny guy. But I bet you Jacob probably could be like, you need to be the fun
for sure.
I don't know what it is.
It's gonna help him when he's pushed to the main event.
I don't know what it is about the dude, but I'm like, this is like gonna be, he's gonna be the next.
Because it's awesome
top tier guy.
He gets to play the bad guy now, and now we get to see Roman shine as a face, knowing good and well that that's eventually going to be Jacob Fatu's spot.
They're going to face off now. If the Rock shows back up, which it's got to happen. It's got to be Rock versus.
He got
Roman.
hurt in the film, right? He was filming something and got hurt.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What wrench that throws into stuff. He was filming an MMA style movie and got hurt.
Oh shoot!
I haven't heard any other news about it, and this was a month or two.
That's got to be next year, Rock and Roman, right?
You would think.
Okay.
It might be one of those things where we're like Sting and Undertaker. We're like, we just missed our window.
We'll never see it. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I want to see it though. I think who's going to side with who? Where's Rock going to side when that comes?
Very good question.
Yeah, does Rock his own bloodline?
Yeah,
Because
now we get the fun thing. Does Cody team up with Roman to fight this bloodline?
I think so.
Does Sammy come back in the fold? What are we doing here?
This will be a War Games thing.
Yeah.
Like, Cody will be in that. That would be...
I want to see, like, the more I think about it, the more we talk about it on this podcast, I want to see Cody and Roman team up for War Games.
They will. They're probably...
I don't want to just be family versus family.
No.
Put Cody in there.
Get Cody in there.
He doesn't need to... And then have them all celebrate, and that's when Randy can turn on him.
Yeah. All right.
Because we got to get Randy and Cody at some point.
Okay.
Which is weird that they're feeding Randy to Gunther. Mm-hmm. Because obviously Gunther's going to keep his title.
Do you think was it Randy's idea? Did Randy go, I like Gunther, I
think they needed an opponent for Gunther that we know's not going to win.
Yep.
And they have that unfinished business from King of the Ring where they're like, let's play into that.
I like it.
They're closing open doors that they didn't used to do. So that's nice.
SummerSlam, I mean, I think I said it off air or off stream. I don't know. Whatever we want to call it. But I think I liked this maybe a little.
Still the radio.
Yeah. I think I liked this a little better than Mania. I think it's close.
I mean,
Mania
complete re-roll of the dice. You know, that almost all new champions.
Yeah. A lot of title switches. Was it like that before this new regime took over?
Remember, like, you either got 1,000 days or you got 2 days.
Yeah.
There's no middle champion.
No middle, no long term.
Priest kept it for a while, but he's got unfinished business with Judgment Day now.
Okay.
He can rejoin the main event scene whenever. Because at some point, we're going to have Gunther, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins all in the main event scene on Raw.
Okay.
So it's going to be nice to see how they kind of rotate all those guys around amongst each other.
Seth is getting more serious too.
Finn's got to be considered in that spot now too.
Absolutely, and he's been around a long time.
He deserves it.
Absolutely. So the Raw thing, Seth seems to be getting more serious.
Yeah.
He's not as jovial as he used to be.
This feud with Bronson might pull it out even more.
Is he gonna? Do you think he'll forego the flair?
No.
He'll keep it.
That's Seth Rollins now. He's
Drip
Macho
God.
Man style. Now.
Okay, fair enough. So he'll keep it. It'll be hard to have a straight, mean face while you got shoulder pads.
But he pulls it off. He pulls it off. He somehow pulls it off.
He does. It's gotten over.
Because I believe him as a scary dude and think he's very fashionable at the same time. It's great.
I ain't gonna say anything to him.
Yeah. No, God, no.
No curb stop.
Like 6'2". Like,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah. Like, it's so funny. The smaller guys look smaller. Like, they're still big dudes.
Yeah.
Like, Gable's still a big guy. You know, like, he might be short, but he's still a big guy.
Yeah. He'll mess you up.
Right.
He will mess you up. I saw Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan couldn't even get Bronson Reed off.
He's got the neck, you know.
I know. He didn't want to chance it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Taser. Just kidding.
That's what sucks. All these producers are like, the arm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to wake up tomorrow.
Oh, man. I didn't know. Is Arn Anderson back, by the way? Or was he just there?
I don't know. It's very intriguing to see if they use him going forward.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's
great time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah. I'm
going into War Games, like, got some fun pay-per-views in between. It's a good time.
Havoc is, no. That's
NXT.
That's NXT. They're not going to do it.
Which they do great things for NXT on Havoc too. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So the next big one that we all know is going to be Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got the Berlin one. They got Bad Blood. There's a Crown Jewel somewhere. Okay. So I don't know.
Berlin's probably. Here's my thing. I think Berlin is set up.
Berlin's just a Gunther celebration,
and it's going to be a main event. Him and Orton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Orton going to go over clean? Is he just going to give this to?
No.
Okay.
Gunther's going over clean.
So okay,
this will be the final net. Like, I finally went back and correct. He said it's a blemish on his record.
Okay,
so he's got to start his career, his championship run, fixing that blemish.
All right,
it's good storytelling.
Absolutely, man.
Where can they find you?
LeeHardinComedy.com.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, you can get all of it right there.
Straight
Clips.
Ahead. I miss it. I'm watching all these old Raws and stuff, and it's the hotline you used to call into before the WWE.com. You had the hotline you called in for all the big news.
I didn't get my parents.
No, my mom was like, "Don't you dare call it."
Man, the chat I would try to get in on.
I couldn't even do that.
Yeah,
we had a computer a little bit later.
Okay,
I think I was in high school when we got like a big family computer.
Yeah, so. The one computer. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So. How many more weeks till the Rumble on this Raw? You're watching Raw right now.
It's like 2.
2 more weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one that Michaels wins for the first time. Against. Did I spoil it?
No, I've seen it plenty of times. As an HBK fan, I've seen it many times.
Because live, I remember just going, "Oh, Bulldog didn't win it."
I loved it. I was so hyped.
Because
even though he was a bad guy, I was already because I was a big Rockers fan.
Yeah.
So when he split off from Marty Jannetty, I was like, served Marty right.
I
just was a fan from the get-go. He was the first heel I think I really pulled for.
Yeah.
I think that's when I found out. I was like, I think I kind of like the heels more.
Is that the best heel turn in the business, barbershop?
Oh, I mean, obviously they've had some great ones since then, but at the time, groundbreaking.
Sure. I know we got to wrap this up, but Marty Jannetty, I'm just like Scottie Pippen. I think people don't realize how good he was because of...
Marty screwed Marty.
Yeah. He's a messed...
Dude could have gotten to the moon. Him and Sean could have feuded for that intertime. He could have been in Razor's spot with that feud with Sean if he played his cards right. But dude couldn't get him straight.
Sean just handled his drugs better.
He did. Unfortunately, if we're being blunt about it, he did.
Yeah, and then Marty's now telling murder stories, and
Marty's off the deep end, man. One of them figured it out. One of them did not.
I think because people were showing highlights of Marty going, "Oh my gosh, this guy was good." Yeah. And he's going to be that Scottie Pippen where, like, later you appreciate what he was doing in the ring. So, man.
Rockers were innovators, man.
Loved it, man.
Marty couldn't stick around.
Yeah.
Check out Project Nerd. Thank them for sponsoring our weekly roundup. And check out DrewHarrisonComedy.com, LeeHardinComedy.com. We'll see you next time.